The U.S. Congress has certified Joe Biden's victory in the presidential election hours after Trump supporters stormed the building in an attack that saw 4 people die. Lawmakers resumed the session after police managed to remove the mob, which had been encouraged by President Trump in a bid to overturn his defeat. We have more in this report.
The certification clears the way for Biden to be sworn in on 20th of January. In response, Trump pledged an orderly transition of power. Joe Biden's victory was confirmed in the early hours of Thursday by a joint session presided over by Vice President Mike Pence, who said the violence had been a dark day in the history of the United States Capitol. Wednesday's chaotic scenes followed months of escalating rhetoric around the 3rd November election and culminated with the invasion of the Capitol. President-elect Biden blasted the insurrection as Trump, while telling the mob to go home, continued to make false claims of electoral fraud. His Twitter and Facebook accounts were later frozen. Biden's victory was certified after objections by some Republican lawmakers to overturn the result in Arizona and Pennsylvania were rejected. The rampage came as 2 Democrats won Senate seats in elections in Georgia, which shifted the balance of Congress to their party's effective political control, aiding the passage of Biden's agenda after he is inaugurated on 20th of January. Earlier, the U.S. Capitol was secured, but Washington, D.C. police said 4 people had died during the storming of the building. In addition to the woman shot by police, 3 others died as a result of medical emergencies. Trump supporters breached one of the most iconic American buildings, engulfing the nation's capital in chaos after the president urged his supporters to fight against the ceremonial counting of the electoral votes that will confirm President-elect Joe Biden's win. Shortly after 1 p.m. local time on Wednesday, hundreds of pro-Trump protesters pushed through barriers set up along the perimeter of Capitol building, where they tussled with officers in full riot gear. About 90 minutes later, police said demonstrators got into the building. Smoke grenades were used on the Senate side of the Capitol to clear the building of rioters.